Good evening to all of you. We are on chapter number 9. Foreign trade. Foreign trade. First of all, topics which we have to do in this chapter. First of all, meaning of international trade, which we have done. Then reasons for the topics which are deleted and which are included. Both I am writing here. 9.2, that is reasons for international trade. These are included. Reasons for international trade. This topic we have done and this is included. Next topic is 9.3, nature of international trade is deleted. Nature of international trade is not in course for this year. Then next one is 9.4. 9.4, difference between domestic trade. I am writing in short. 9.4 I have already written. Difference between domestic trade and international trade. This topic is also included. Next topic is 9.5 is deleted. That is magnitude of world trade in present times. That is deleted. Next one is India's share in 9.6. India's share in global trade. That is also deleted. Then 9.7 deleted. Size, composition and direction of India's foreign trade. Next one is 9.7.1. 9.7.1. That is included size of India's foreign trade. Size of India's foreign trade. This is included. Next one is, then after that 9.8, balance of payment is included. Then 9.9, concept of foreign exchange. 9.8 complete, included. That is balance of payment. And then last one is 9.9, that is also included. (9.9) is concept of exchange rate. Concept of exchange rate. Total 5 topics are there. Reasons for international trade, difference between domestic trade and international trade, size of India's foreign trade, then balance of payment and concept of exchange rate. Now today we are going to start balance of payment, because difference between domestic trade and international trade you have already done in 11th standard also, but again I will start explanation but at the end. First of all, important topic, balance of payment, and then concept of foreign exchange rate, and after that difference between domestic trade and international trade, and last one is size of India's foreign trade. So out of 5 topics, 4 topics are left. Reasons for international trade we have done. Now today we are going to start balance of payment. Balance of payment is 9.8. This is given on page number 115, page number 115, and topic number is 9.8. Now what is balance of payment? बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हम किसे कहते हैं? some students have request me to explain major portion of subject matter in Hindi. तो मेजर पोर्शन तो नहीं करते लेकिन 50-50 रखते हैं, हिंदी इंग्लिश इन दिस वे. तो व्हाट इज़ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट? बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हम किसे कहते हैं? जैसे सभी बिजनेस यूनिट्स अपना अकाउंट्स मेंटेन करते हैं, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, P&L अकाउंट, बैलेंस शीट, इन ऑर्डर टू नो अपने एक साल की आवक, एक साल के खर्चे जानने के लिए सिस्टमैटिक मैनर में. सिस्टमैटिक मैनर मीन्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डबल एंट्री बुक कीपिंग. डबल एंट्री बुक कीपिंग मीन्स वन ट्रांजैक्शन विल बी डेबिटेड एज वेल एज क्रेडिटेड. किसी एक अकाउंट में उसको डेबिट करते, जैसे हम बनाते हैं ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, P&L अकाउंट, कोई आइटम डेबिट करते हैं, लॉ एक्सपेंस है तो डेबिट साइड, इनकम हो तो क्रेडिट साइड. इन दी सेम वे इसी तरह से गवर्नमेंट भी जितने ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं इन केस ऑफ फॉरेन ट्रेड में दो चीज़ें कौन कौन सी होती है? इंपोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट. इंपोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. गुड्स को हम बोलते हैं टेंजिबल, जो दिखाई देते हैं. सर्विसेज मीन्स इंटेंजिबल और इनविजिबल. तो हमारे देश या एक देश का दूसरे देश के साथ गुड्स का या सर्विस का इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट होता रहता है. उस इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट का, उस ट्रांजैक्शन का प्रॉपरली सिस्टमैटिक मैनर में, यानी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डेबिट क्रेडिट हम एंट्रीज करते हैं, ताकि हमें मालूम पड़े कितनी आवक आ रही है या कितने खर्चे या कितना पेमेंट हमें करना पड़ रहा है फॉर इंपोर्ट. व्हेन दिस ट्रांजैक्शंस आर रिकॉर्डेड, विच transactions regarding import and export of goods and services, when these transactions are recorded systematically on the basis of principle of accounts. तो यहाँ पे आप principal accounts नहीं लिखेंगे चलेगा, बट आगे एक्सप्लेन करना हो तो whenever transactions means external transactions, international transactions means transactions related with import and export of goods or services are recorded in a systematic manner for a given year. Given year, why we are using given year? जैसे business units, companies अपना अकाउंट एक साल का बनाती है, that's why we are saying annual account, final account. In the same way, balance of payment is also made for every year, means for 1 year. हर साल के एंड में वो चेक करते हैं कितने पूरे साल में हर गुड्स हो या सर्विस हो उसमें कितना इंपोर्ट आया है. कितना इंपोर्ट का मतलब वी आर मेकिंग पेमेंट, मतलब हमारे खर्चे कितने हुए, और कितना एक्सपोर्ट है. एक्सपोर्ट का हेयर इसका मतलब है यहाँ पर इनकम, कितनी इनकम हुई है एक्सपोर्ट से, और नेट प्रॉफिट या जो भी है प्रॉफिट या लॉस कितना हुआ है वो निकालते हैं. यहाँ पे प्रॉफिट को हम सरप्लस बोलते हैं और लॉस को डेफिसिट. हेयर प्रॉफिट इज नोन एज सरप्लस एंड लॉस इज नोन एज डेफिसिट. तो जब भी इंटरनेशनल ट्रांजैक्शंस, मतलब ट्रांजैक्शंस जो इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट से रिलेटेड है, उनको रिकॉर्डिंग करते हैं सिस्टमैटिक मैनर में. अब सिस्टमैटिक मैनर का मतलब आगे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं आप कि इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन डेबिट क्रेडिट. तो आप जनरली जो फाइनल अकाउंट बनाते हैं उसमें डेबिट साइड में क्या दिखाते हैं आप? एक्सपेंसेस. इन द सेम वे इन केस ऑफ इंपोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट, इंपोर्ट्स आर शोन ऑन डेबिट साइड. इंपोर्ट्स मीन्स पेमेंट. जब हम कोई वस्तु की इंपोर्ट करते हैं दूसरे देश से, उसकी पेमेंट करते हैं, एंड पेमेंट मीन्स एक्सपेंस, एंड एक्सपेंस विल बी शोन ऑन डेबिट साइड. So all types of expenses will be shown on debit side. All types of expense means expense related with import, or simply a simple language में imports are recorded on the debit side. In the same way, exports are recorded on the credit side, because exports means by selling goods we are receiving money. आप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट बनाते हैं उसमें सेल्स किस साइड दिखाते हैं? क्रेडिट साइड में, बाय सेल्स अकाउंट, credit side, because this is an income for you. In the same way, export means we are receiving money from other countries, and that is an income, cash inflow. That's why it will be shown on the credit side of the balance of payment account. So what is balance of payment? Recording of transactions related with import or export of goods or services in a systematic manner for a given year is called balance of payment. Now according to textbook, what is the definition? An accounting statement showing the value of import and export of tangible as well as intangible, means invisible goods during a year. Recording of transactions related with import and exports of goods and services in a systematic manner for a given period is called balance of payment. In other words, recording of international transaction means export import. So recording of international transactions systematically for a given period is called balance of payment. Now next sentence, this is the definition. Now systematic manner means balance of payment, in short I am writing BOP. Balance of payment has a credit entry and a debit entry. Balance of payment has a credit entry and a debit entry. All receipts from foreigners. All receipts means export. When we are exporting goods, we are receiving money. So receipts means we are receiving money. All received money. All receipts means exports from foreigners. From foreigners means from foreign country. Foreign country are recorded in the credit entry, means on the credit side. On the credit side, similarly all payment for imports of goods and services are recorded on the debit side. So this is a short introduction about balance of payment. और आपको इसमें कुछ याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ऑलरेडी यू हैव डन अकाउंट्स, फाइनल अकाउंट, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, P&L अकाउंट. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट का एक ही अकाउंट देख लेते हैं एग्जाम्पल के लिए. जो भी आपके एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के अंदर, कैरेज इनवर्ड, कार्टेज इनवर्ड, ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ एक्सपेंस यू आर रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन द डेबिट साइड. एंड सेल हम रिकॉर्ड करते हैं क्रेडिट साइड में, बिकॉज डेबिट साइड शोज एक्सपेंस एंड क्रेडिट साइड शोज इनकम. सेल इज एन इनकम. इन द सेम वे BOP has a credit entry and debit entry, means it is based on BOP, balance of payment, that is the name of account. It is based on double entry bookkeeping. डबल एंट्री बुककीपिंग का मतलब है, आपको पता है कि एक ट्रांजेक्शन के दो इफेक्ट होते हैं. एक किसी अकाउंट में हम डेबिट साइड शो करते हैं और दूसरे अकाउंट में हम क्रेडिट साइड शो करते हैं. So that's why BOP has a credit entry and a debit entry. All receipts from receipts means all receipts by exporting goods and services from to foreign country. All receipts from foreign country are recorded on the credit side. Credit side is the income side. And all payments for imports of goods and services are recorded on the debit side. This is debit side, means expense side. And now on this basis we can say that recording of transactions, recording of economic transactions, you can add one more point, recording of economic transactions. Recording of economic transactions related with import and export of goods and services in a systematic manner. For a systematic manner, again debit credit, for a given period is called balance of payment. Balance of payment has a credit entry and a debit entry. All receipts or all exports to foreign countries, all exports to foreign country or all receipts from foreign country, any one word you can use. All receipts for exporting goods to foreign countries are recorded on the credit side. Similarly, all payments for import of goods and services are recorded on the debit side. So this is about definition or meaning of balance of payment. Now, which type of accounts are maintained in balance of payment? But before that, balance of payment is of two types: balanced balance of payment and unbalanced balance of payment. Now, types of balance of payment. One is balanced balance of payment and other is unbalanced balance of payment. Now, which type of transactions we are taking in balance of payment? Transactions of import and export. Means import means payment. Here I am writing. When we are importing goods, it means we are making payment. So import or payment both are similar. When we are exporting goods, means we are selling goods to other country, we are receiving money. So receipts. It means exports or receipts are same, import or payment are same. So balanced BOP means when import and export both are equal, or we can say when receipts or payment, receipts from export of goods and payment for import of goods or services, when both becomes equal, then it is called balanced BOP. So in short I am writing, first of all explanation, balance of payment is said to be in balance when the value of entries on the credit side, means receipts, equals that on the debit side, means payment. So in simple language, when import is equal to export, then such type of balance of payment is called balanced balance of payment. So now balance of payment is unbalanced. When it becomes unbalanced? When export and import are not equal to each other. Means when receipts and payment are not equal to each other, then it is called unbalanced payment. And unbalanced payment brings two situations, either profit or loss. If there is profit, then it is called surplus. Surplus means excess of export over import, and if import is more than export, then it is called deficit, means loss. So here explanation is given about the types of balance of payment. You can explain in your own way in simple language, in accounting language, that balance of payment is said to be balanced BOP when import means payment is equal to export means receipt. And balance of payment is said to be or called unbalanced payment when export and imports are not equal to each other. Now if when surplus arises, अब उसको एक्सप्लेन करने का है कि सरप्लस कब होगा. तो सरप्लस कब होगा? when receipts are more than payment. When receipts are more than payment, then it brings a surplus situation for the economy. And if means we can say that is surplus balance of payment. And if payment is more than receipts, here I am writing surplus means receipts are more than payment, and here deficit means receipts are less than payment. So when receipts are less than payment, when export are less than import, that situation is called deficit unbalanced BOP or deficit. So according to textbook, if receipts are more than payments, or the value of credit side is greater than the value of debit side, there is a surplus in the balance of payment. On the other hand, if payments are more than the receipts, or if debit side are more than the credit side, then there is deficit in the balance of payment. So anyway, you can explain about the surplus or deficit. We have three different words for explaining surplus or deficit. Surplus, first of all, surplus when receipts are recorded on the credit side and payments are recorded on the debit side. So three different angles we have in order to explain surplus as well as deficit. So surplus, if receipts are more than the payment, then this situation is called a surplus balance of payment. Now in other words, if exports are more than imports, then means there is excessive of import over import, is called surplus balance of payment. Third point of view, when credit side of balance of payment is more than debit side of balance of payment, then that situation is called surplus balance of payment. On the other hand, now deficit, when payment is more than receipts, then it is called deficit balance of payment. Or in other words, when import is more than exports, then it is called deficit balance of payment. Or in other words, if debit side of the balance of payment is more than credit side of balance of payment, then it is called deficit balance of payment. So total two topics we have done: meaning of balance of payment and types of balance of payment. Once again, recording of economic transactions in a systematic manner is called for goods and services for a given period. Once again, recording of economic transactions of import and export of goods and services in a systematic manner for a given year is called balance of payment. Then balance of payment has two sides, debit side and credit side. All receipts means exports of goods and services are recorded on the credit side. Similarly, all types of payments for import of goods and services are recorded on the debit side. Now types of balance of payment: if both debit side and credit side are equal to each other, or if receipts or payment are equal to each other, or if export and import are equal to each other, then we can say this is balanced balance of payment. Unbalanced balance of payment has two parts. One is surplus, it brings surplus situation, or other brings a deficit situation. Now what is surplus? When credit side of the balance of payment is more than debit side of the balance of payment, then it is called surplus situation. It is said to be surplus. Or if receipts are more than payment, then it is said to be surplus. Or if exports are more than import, then it is said to be surplus, and vice versa. So this is all about balance of payment and types of balance of payment. So how many types of balance of payments are there? Two: balanced BOP, unbalanced BOP. Unbalanced BOP has two results: surplus and deficit. Surplus or deficit. Surplus means when export is more than import. Deficit means when import is more than export. Now types of account in balance of payment. These are types of BOP. Now we are talking about account, types of account. These are two different topics. Types of BAP, don't be confused. Types of BAP, when question is coming like type, explain about the types of BOP, then you have to explain about the balanced and unbalanced. When question will come like this, that explain the different types of accounts in BOP, then answer is different. Now next topic in same balance of payment, types of accounts of balance of payment. Types of accounts of balance of payment. First one is current account. Total there are two types of account. First one is current account. I am preparing chart here. Current account, and other is capital account. So total how many types of accounts are there in BOP? Two, current account and capital account. Now types of current account. It includes first trade off, again through chart I am explaining. Trade of visible goods, trade of visible goods. Visible means tangible. This is also known, visible goods are also known as merchandise. Merchandise. Trade of visible goods, or this is also known as balance of trade. Balance of trade. And other is trade of invisible goods, means services. Trade of invisible goods. Trade of invisible goods. Within bracket I am writing services. So two types of accounts are maintained under current account. One is trade of visible goods, that is also known as merchandise, and trade of visible goods is also known as balance of trade. And other one is trade of invisible goods. Trade of invisible goods. Or in simple language you can say trade of services. And capital account has no types, that is only capital account. So once again, two types of accounts are two: current account, capital account. Later on, capital account can be extended, or it has also two types: trade of visible goods and trade of invisible goods. Within bracket, services. Now first one is trade of visible goods. So same which we have already done in meaning, same point you have to explain in trade of visible goods. Only additional point is this is also known as balance of trade. So what type of transaction here we are recording? Import and export. Import and export of visible goods are recorded in this type of account. According to textbook, receipts from export are recorded again same on the credit side, and payment for imports are recorded on the debit side. This way you have to explain about this trade of visible goods. Import of goods are recorded on debit side, and export of goods, only goods you have to write. Which goods? Visible goods are recorded on credit side. In other words, payment for import of goods and export receipts for exports, sorry, payment for import of goods are recorded on debit side, and receipts for export of goods are recorded on credit side. If then again, now you have to explain about the result. Result means if payment side means credit side of this account is a greater, credit side means export. If credit side means export means receipt is more than import, then it is said to be surplus. On the other hand, if debit side, debit entries are more than credit entries, means if import is more than export, or if we can say if payment is more than receipts, then it is said to be deficit. So answer is, the explanation is given. The sum total on this section of current account is called balance of trade. What is balance of trade? Sum total on this section is called balance of trade. So recording of transaction of visible goods, only and only visible goods. Recording of transactions of visible goods is called balance, in a systematic manner is called balance of trade. Same definition we can write which we have done in BOP. Recording of economic transactions related with only goods. Related with goods means visible goods in a systematic manner for a given year is called balance of trade. Then you have to explain about the result also. If debit side means if import is more than exports, then it is said to be deficit. On the other hand, if export, अगर export ज़्यादा हो या credit side आपका ज़्यादा है, इसका मतलब है वो है आपके लिए profit, surplus. It is said to be surplus. That is also written here, I think. The sum total on this section of current account is called balance of trade. If payment for merchandise import are greater than receipts, then there is a deficit in the balance of trade. Then vice versa situation is called surplus. तो ये आपको एक्सप्लेन करने का है. देन ट्रेड इन इनविजिबल मीन्स सर्विसेज. द इनकम फ्रॉम, अगेन सेम एक्सप्लेनेशन, जो भी इनकम होगी आपको सर्विस से, सर्विस ट्रांजेक्शन से इनकम कैसे होगी? जब आप सर्विस एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे, अपनी सर्विसेज, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ के डॉक्टर्स, यहाँ के इंजीनियर्स बाहर जाके अपनी सर्विसेज दें दूसरी कंट्रीज में, तो वी विल गेट इनकम. दैट इज इनकम, एंड इनकम विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. सो रिसीट्स from invisible goods means from services are recorded on the credit side. वो इसमें भी हम ऐसा ही कर रहे थे, इसमें भी ऐसे ही करना है आपको. and payment for services are recorded on the debit side. Again same explanation. If credit side is more than debit side, means if payment for services are more than payment or receipts from services, then it is said to be deficit. यहाँ भी वही होगा, अगर क्रेडिट साइड ज़्यादा होगा तो सरप्लस होगा, अगर डेबिट साइड ज़्यादा होगा तो डेफिसिट होगा. दोनों में ऑलमोस्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन सेम है. देन नाउ व्हाट इज करंट अकाउंट? What is current account? One line definition: addition of trade of visible goods, addition, and trade of invisible goods is called current account. Or in simple language, current account includes two types of accounts. One is trade of visible goods, means merchandise, and trade of invisible goods. So anyway you can explain. Now capital account. Which type of transactions are recorded in capital account? Capital accounts, in capital account, transactions which affects assets and liabilities. ऐसे कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन जो एसेट्स को या लायबिलिटीज को इफेक्ट करते हैं. इफेक्ट का मतलब है ट्रांजैक्शन की वजह से या तो एसेट बढ़ जाते हैं या एसेट्स कम हो जाते हैं, या ट्रांजैक्शन की वजह से या तो लायबिलिटीज बढ़ जाती है या कम हो जाती है. उस टाइप की ट्रांजैक्शन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? कैपिटल अकाउंट. फॉर एग्जांपल, विच टाइप ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शंस वी आर रिकॉर्डिंग? विच टाइप ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शंस? फॉर एग्जांपल, परचेज ऑफ वेपन्स और एयरक्राफ्ट्स फ्रॉम फ्रांस. अभी जो हमने फ्रांस से एयरक्राफ्ट्स मंगाए तो इंपोर्ट किया है, उसकी पेमेंट हम कर रहे हैं. एज अ रिजल्ट व्हाट हैपेंस, जब हम इंपोर्ट करते हैं एयरक्राफ्ट्स तो आवर टोटल एसेट ऑफ द कंट्री इंक्रीजेस, इट इफेक्ट्स एसेट्स. सो ट्रांजैक्शंस इसी तरह से. एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं, वी आर टेकिंग लोन. फॉर एग्जांपल, इंडिया हैज टेकन लोन फ्रॉम वर्ल्ड बैंक $5 billion. India has taken. I am just giving example. This is not fact. India has taken $5 billion from World Bank. So we are taking loan, we are borrowing money. Borrowing money means it increases liabilities. So any transaction which has impact on assets and liabilities, such type of transactions are included in capital account. For example, sale of assets or purchase of assets. Sale of assets, purchase of assets. Borrowing money, repayment of borrowing money. जो पैसे हमने उधार लिए, दैट इज ऑल्सो कैपिटल अकाउंट. उसको जब हम वापस करते हैं, रिटर्न करते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो कैपिटल अकाउंट. सच ट्रांजेक्शन विल ऑल्सो बी इंक्लूडेड इन कैपिटल अकाउंट. सिर्फ उधार लेते नहीं है, हम उधार देते भी हैं. अगर उधार दे रहे हैं दैट इट इज एन एसेट, और जब हमें वो पैसा वापस मिल जाए, दैट इज कॉल्ड रिकवरी ऑफ लोन, देन दैट इज ऑल्सो द ट्रांजेक्शन ऑफ कैपिटल अकाउंट. तो बोरोइंग मनी, रिटर्निंग borrowed money, then giving money means lending money, that is also capital account. Recovery of lending money, capital account. Sale of assets means, for example, sale of any company to other country, or sale of aircrafts to Afghanistan, this is transaction related with capital account. Purchase of aircrafts from France, from America, from China, that is transaction of capital account. So capital account, this account records receipts and payment from transactions on assets such as money assets like bond, share, gold, capital, loans and other forms of fixed asset. So here definition of capital account is little bit difficult. So simple definition of capital account is when transactions has effects on assets and liabilities, then such transactions are included in capital account. Like examples are purchase or sale of assets or machineries, aircrafts. In the same way, borrowing money, repayment of borrowed money, lending money, recovery of lending money, these are the different examples of capital account. And last one is total of current account. Current account has two parts. Current account has two parts and capital account has no part. So combination, addition of current account and capital account. Addition of current account and capital account, or combination of current account and capital account is called balance of payment. Means here we are recording economic transactions in a systematic manner in different types of accounts. During a given year, this systematic manner of recording of transaction is called balance of payment. So what is current account? Addition of trade of visible goods and trade of invisible goods means services is called current account. And trade of visible goods is also known as balance of trade. Whereas combination of current account and capital account is called balance of payment. Now remaining topic in next lecture.